Since the challenge, my good people, was to do a topsy-turvy idea, I decided it would be fun to just see what the list was. And I picked one of Hans Christian Andersen's saddest tales, The Little Match Girl. If you know the story, this poor child, whose mother had died, was left with just a handful of matches to sell. And it was winter time, and it was snowing and bitter cold. And she lost her cape in the wind, and she was barefoot and literally freezing to death. And another gust of wind blew against her, and she dropped her matches, and the ground covered with snow. She tried to get some matches, and she tried to light them, but they wouldn't. She was trying to light a match to stay warm, and no one's going to buy the wet matches. So here she is, without any way of getting money, without any food, barefooted, no hope, freezing to death. And the real story, she's going to die and go to heaven, all that good stuff. But in my ending, two fine men come down the street. A man named Baron John, with a sack full of mid-eastern instruments over his shoulders. And another man named Baron Gareth, with a sack over his back, with 5 evil rubber duckies. And they come and they see this poor child and they think, what can we do for her? And they think, well, maybe they could take off their cape, maybe they could empty their sacks and use the sacks for cover. But as they're debating what to do, and really not doing anything but looking, another person comes down the line, a person who's sharp's good, and smiley, and it's Baroness Molly. And she looks at the situation, she says, men, do something. You take off your cloak, put it around that child. You put down your sack, pick up the child. So Gareth has the child in his arms. John has his cloak around the little girl. And they go to a place called Rivenstar, where they take care of the child, nurse her back to health, and she becomes one of their best members ever.